Has former Bachelor Ben Higgins reached his breaking point? Hey guys, and welcome back to another Shared News from Home. We've got all the details you need to know about Bachelor Ben. But before we get into it, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you never miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality, and former Bachelor Ben Higgins is going through it right now. Ben Higgins recently moved back to his hometown in Indiana to deal with some personal issues. Ben is at a point in his life right now where he doesn't know what's next for him, as he is entering a new stage in his life 5 years after his Bachelor fame. Ben's entire world for the past 5 years has been The Bachelor, and Ben talked more candidly about his recent struggles on Trista Sutter's podcast and says, "People were only giving me attention now in my life because of my experience on the show. And as the years go by, Ben feels further removed from the show." Now, this kind of surprised me at first when I heard this news because Ben has one of the OG original podcasts, the Ben and Ashley I famous podcast, where they talk about The Bachelor. And they've been doing that podcast for about 4 to 5 years. He feels like he is in a new transitional time in his life. And maybe he should quit his podcast, maybe get a new job, go down a career path. I think that all good things come to an end, and you can really only ride your Bachelor fame for so long. So I understand that he is in a transitional point of his life, but he had to know that his 15 minutes of fame was going to end soon. So Ben was originally on Caitlin Bristow's season of The Bachelorette. He made it all the way until the top three and then became The Bachelor in 2016. During his season, he proposed to Lauren Bushnell, and they were happier than ever at the time. They ended up getting their own reality TV spin-off show after Ben and Lauren Happily Ever After. But it turned out they weren't happily ever after. They ended up breaking up after the show, about a year or two. They realized they were not meant to be. And while Ben had a really rough breakup, he ended up going on Bachelor Winter Games, which is another Bachelor spinoff show where they get a bunch of contestants and kind of compete like the Olympics. And Ben Higgins really broke down a lot on Winter Games. He had a lot of guilt about failing with his relationship with Lauren, and he cried on the show and ended up self-eliminating instead of using the opportunity to maybe find love with another one of the contestants. So even though it was a sad love story for Ben with The Bachelor, he did end up finding happiness after the show. Just a couple of years ago, he met a girl named Jess Clark, and they got engaged about a year ago, and they look super happy on Instagram. And I'm pretty sure they're planning a wedding and planning on having babies. So shouldn't Ben be excited that he is entering a new phase and transitional moment in his life? I mean, yes, The Bachelor is ending, and all of his fame, maybe some of his opportunities are ending, and he feels kind of lost, but I feel like he should be looking forward to these new exciting opportunities with his new fiance and his family and his future. So I don't really understand why Ben is super upset, but maybe he's going through something that we don't truly know because we are not Ben, and he is heavily relying on faith and Jesus to get him through this tough transition. I guess he maybe has felt used in so many regards after all of the years. People go up to him, they're like, Bachelor Ben, Bachelor Ben. And he doesn't really understand why no one can just see him as Ben. Either way, it's going to be a weird transition for him as he separates from The Bachelor and just starts normal life again. And he moves back to Indiana, as I mentioned earlier. So we wish Ben all of the luck on his new business adventures and his new career and his new step away from the franchise and his new hopefully growing family and fairy tale wedding that he finally deserves after he got heartbroken on the Bachelor franchise. So that is everything I have to share with you guys today. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys remember Bachelor Ben? How do you think you would do if you went on the show and were only referred to as the guy from The Bachelor? Do you think that put a toll on Ben? Or is he possibly taking his Bachelor fame for granted? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That is everything I have to share with you guys today. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell because I will be back with more Bachelor news soon. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality. My social media handle is on the screen right now, so be sure to give me a follow and say hello if you want to talk all things reality TV. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.